Hello! Okay, so I decided I wanted to do something a little different than what I normally post, which is just my covers. I wanted to do something like a little like about me kind of thing, a get to know me kind of thing, since I've never actually done anything like that before, and I felt like I might as well go ahead and do it now. Um, Even though it's been years since I've started posting my covers on YouTube, but that's okay. Better late than never. So, I have like this. A lot of the questions that I'm gonna be answering now are just gonna be like K-pop related questions, and I'm gonna have like two things of like self-introductory about myself. But other than that, everything else is gonna be K-pop related, and then anything else will be probably in the future if I do more of this, which I might. We'll see how it goes. But yeah. So the first thing is my name. So my channel is Bray Bray Dance Covers. So clearly my nickname is Bray Bray. But my actual name is Brandon. And yeah. And then secondly is my major. I am a college student going on to my senior year. Fingers crossed everything ends well. And I'm a modern language studies major, so I am majoring in foreign language, specifically in two languages, both Japanese and Korean. And yeah, and now for the other questions. So I have my little list of questions here. Because these were questions that I thought of, and I knew if I were to try and think of them while recording at the same time, I would not be able to do that. So I decided to write them down first and then go for it. Okay, so for the first question, what I put was, how long have I been into K-pop? So I've been into it for about 5 years now, 5.5 years. Yeah, I got into it because I had friends in high school who would not leave me alone and say, hey, you should listen to the song. And I was like, no. And they kept on bothering me, and I said, okay, fine. And so I went ahead and listened, and I went down the rabbit hole from there. For the second question, what song that I listened to got me into K-pop? So, I mean, technically, had I found out 21's I Am the Best sooner, it would have been that one. Because I remember they used to play on like some car commercial. I don't remember which one. But it was like some car commercial or like it was like something like that. Technological, something like that. And I remember I was like, oh, like I'm into it, like thinking I liked it. And then I tried to find it, but I couldn't, and I didn't know where to look, so I never found it. But the song that got me into it, that I ended up realizing what K-pop actually is and stuff like that, was Fantastic Baby by Big Bang. That was an interesting song. Whenever I first got into it, I was questioning. I didn't understand. I was like, I don't know why, but I like it, and I couldn't get why, but I just did, and now 5.5 years later, here I am. Alright, third question, my top 5 groups. UP10TION, KARD, Monsta X, Ace, and Dreamcatcher. Those are my top 5. In that order. UP10TION is my number 1. My boys. Alright. Next, how long have I been doing covers? So I have started dancing. I've been dancing for about also 5.5 years. Covers is like 5 years because I didn't actually start recording myself and doing covers until like about a few months later. But yeah. The first song that I ever learned whenever I started dancing was Lucifer by SHINee. I look back and I know that was a mess, and I know that I still need to clean it up, but that was like the first song I ever learned. As to why I went for such a difficult song, I don't know. I was like, this one looks cool, let me do it, and yeah. Concerts, how many? Who did I see? So I have been to concerts, I've gone to 3. I've only seen 2 people though. So the first one that I saw was my first concert ever, and that was Monsta X in Dallas for the So Beautiful World Tour. And then the other 2 were of my number 1 boys, Uptension, and that was for the Candyland tour and the Laberinto tour. So much money spent, but it was worth it. I had my time. It was great. No regrets. Okay. Any merch? So, I mean, unless you count albums, I do have like one thing of merch. Well, I have several stuff. But they're like small, except for one that I got from a friend in high school, and it's a hoodie that says Suga on it on the back. Yeah. Other than that, I got like my albums and the photo cards that come with them. I also have I have a fan from one of the Uptension concerts that I went to. And yeah. Speaking of albums, to the next question. Albums, how many? So I have 11 albums. Yeah, they range from a lot. They're not really, I don't really have like many different artists, but 2 of them are of Uptension, 1's Card, 3 of them are Monsta X, but within those 3, 2 of them are like of the same album, just different versions of that album, which I got at San Japan. Ooh, the money that I spent at San Japan in 2018, yeah. Ooh. But yeah, and then I have 1 C Clown album. They used to be my old group. Forever have a place in my heart. 1 album from Astro, 1 album of Vix, 1 EXO album, and 1 17 album. And that's all of them. I had to think about that for a bit, to the point where I had to write it down because I could not remember myself until I finally thought of it. And then I had to write it down to make sure I didn't forget. But yeah. And that's about it for me. That's all the questions that I could have thought of that are all K-pop related. Maybe in the future I might have something more. Maybe you guys can ask me questions yourselves if y'all are curious about anything. But yeah. I will be posting some covers soon. Don't know how soon. Right now I'm like getting some out before I go back home. But yeah. I'm trying to have like a thing to post like at least once a week, but that can only last for so long since I don't really have great spacing, like a great space to like record and stuff like that, so we'll see how that goes. But until then, bye bye. Hope you enjoyed it, and